Hey Simon, first of all, you asked if I'm running myself ragged, and the answer is yes, I am. It's almost 2 o'clock in the morning now, but I promised you I'd film this video, so I'm going to do it. I do have fibromyalgia, and sometimes running a little too fast, a little too hard, and a little too long catches up with me, and I have a little flare, but I'm sure I'll be fine. So you asked several Girl Scout questions, particularly about how the Girl Scouts are with trans kids. And the answer to that is that at the organizational level, they're fantastic. But of course, it's going to depend on individual troops and the people and girls in those troops as to how each kid is treated. But the foundation is solid. You also asked what troops actually do with the cookie money. And the answer to that is whatever they want to do. Some troops love to go big, Disneyland or sailing or something in the ocean. Older Girl Scouts can go to international trips. We have a fairly young troop, and so what we just did with some of our cookie money was go to a wellness farm where they had sheep, goats, chickens, pocket chickens, which are exactly what they sound like. They're so cute. They had turkeys, a couple of pigs, and bunnies. And what we did was yoga. We wandered around the farm for a while and then we went inside and did yoga. And afterwards, we got to cuddle the bunnies for a while. And the girls absolutely loved it. And so we made a donation to the farm and to pay the yoga instructor. Those are the types of things that you can do with cookie money. Really, basically anything the girls can think of that they'd like to do. Sure, there are some things that are off the table, but a lot of troops like to go camping, and so they can spend some of their cookie money on camping equipment, whatever the girls are interested in. You mentioned the NAMI partnership, and I was unaware of that until you mentioned it, but I think that is fantastic, and it doesn't surprise me at all. The Girl Scout organization is great for helping girls with mental wellness. There's lots of, well, there's several badges and activities that are built around helping the girls feel good about themselves and their bodies, their feelings, their emotions, all that sort of stuff. As far as earning badges goes, there are generally a few requirements, 4 or 5, that have to be met before they can earn the badge. But they're very flexible and can be catered to each girl's physical, emotional, or social needs. You mentioned that the word crazy bugs you, and you asked if it bugs me. And at first I thought, no, not really. But I thought about it a minute and realized I never use the word. That's crazy. I will say that's interesting, or that's strange, or that's weird. And I think it's because crazy does scare me. Because, yeah, crazy means to me uncontrolled mental illness. And as you mentioned, I lost a lot of years to that, and I don't want to go back to it. And so I don't like to say something that might, I don't know, unintentionally take me back there. So, yeah, the word has baggage for me too. And I just didn't know that until you asked. About music, I don't spend nearly as much time listening as I would like to. My problem is that when I open YouTube to find something inspirational or educational, I end up spending 40 minutes watching shorts. So actually what I just did was get an old school MP3 player that I can load music and audiobooks and podcasts onto and then listen to what I actually want to listen to without being distracted. My favorite kind of music is probably worship music. I know, I know, but something about it just settles my soul and quiets the buzzing for me in a way that other music doesn't, which actually connects to what you said about the buzzing in your head and demons in your head. And I'm sorry that you have demons. I hope that you can find music and other things that help with that. And I'm glad that you have some things like that. You asked if I wanted to learn the clarinet on the channel, and I say, hey, let's do it. So this is the clarinet you offered me. I haven't opened it yet, so let's open it and see what happens. I haven't looked at a clarinet or closely at a clarinet for almost 3 decades. So let's see what we got going on in here, what I can remember. I've got a lot of parts, but I think I can fit them together. Let's try. Let's see. This would be the first piece. I'm going to connect it to this piece. I maybe need some port grease, or maybe that's not actually how it connects. That has to be the top. Oh wait, maybe this. Well, there, that's working better. I'm kind of scared to push something in the wrong way. It's gotta line up right there, and I think I got that. And then we have just another couple parts. Bell. Oh, that's kind of old. Maybe I need some port grease or something, which you have in here. I don't know if it's still good. And then we're gonna need this top piece. Oh, we gotta try some port grease. Premium port grease. Looks a lot like chapstick, but I know it's not the same. I'm just gonna put some right. Hope I'm not getting too much. And then we'll see if that goes on any easier. And then just the mouthpieces left. Let's get a little port grease on that too. Now, we got it put together. And I don't know which hand goes on top. It can't be that way because that's backwards. Okay, so I took this to the music store. Had a music guy play it. He said all the the pads underneath the keys, he said they're still in good shape. In our clarinet, this should work fine. Now, I have a reed here that I had in my mouth for a minute, but I don't know if it was long enough. Unscrew these little guys. It's wet. This has to be wet. I'm going to set this here. This back over the top of it. Like to tighten it. Let's see if I can make a sound. Yeah, that's a no-go. I have it in the wrong position. Or too tight. For all I know, it's on there backwards. Oh, I almost made a sound. Let's try that one more time. That is awesome. I'm going to stop right there because it is 2 o'clock in the morning and there are other people in the house asleep. That was a ton of fun. I was actually able to put it together, build sound on it. Cool, that was great. Thank you, Simon, so much for letting me borrow this. I'm not sure that you want to hear me play Living on a Prayer or Marshmallow, either one. It would be many months down the road anyway, but I just don't think the clarinet is the right sound for them. So anyway, I'm so excited to see where the mermaid goes after this. I genuinely love watching you work and the questions you ask. I love your narrative. I love the way you talk through the process. Makes me feel like I'm right there with you, even though we're not that close. So one more video before the finished piece. You said, I can't wait. Love you, Simon. Talk to you soon.